Let me remind you all of a promise you had made in your mother's womb. That's right, the promise you made before you were born. What I'm going to say is based on the ancient Vedic text, the 5,000-year-old Srimad Bhagavatam. In describing the soul's entanglement with matter, the Bhagavatam explains how we entered our mother's womb and how our bodies developed there. Head turned towards the belly, back and neck arched like a bow. The infant is in a terribly painful condition. Just imagine, the child is like a bird in a cage with no freedom of movement at all. So, in such a state, during the 7th month, our consciousness develops to the stage that the child can actually remember its past 100 births and the suffering it had endured in that time. So now, aside from physical pain, the child also suffers mental anxiety. And in this frightful condition, you and I prayed for relief. We acknowledged that our suffering was due to forgetfulness of our spiritual identity, due to misidentification with the body, and neglect of our true duty, self-realization. And so we promised that if relieved from the suffering in the womb, we would, after birth, be true to our calling as humans, and we would dedicate ourselves, we would dedicate our lives to self-realization, to attaining liberation. But after 9 months passed, even though nurturing such sublime desires, and when our time arrived, head downward, breathless and deprived of memory, due to severe anxiety, we took birth. Once again, we entered this world, smeared with blood, and in a state of ignorance, we again became forgetful of our spiritual identity and of our promise. We made a promise, and this video is dedicated to reminding viewers of the promise we all made. Many years ago, someone reminded me of my promise, and so here I am, my life dedicated to self-realization. It was my heartfelt desire to also remind you of your promise. Please, don't forget it.